Just like we know chords and scales, we should know grooves. Today we're just going to do a little review of the standard rock grooves, and we're going to make sure to put names to them so we can reuse them later on. Hey, I'm Eric Haugen. Check the description box below for tabs and backing tracks on my website, information about exactly what sound tools I'm using today, live streams and more on Patreon, and my deep dive courses. It's all on my website. Most of the music we've heard in our life could be broken down into two main grooves. It's either mid-tempo, aka jogging, or halftime, walking. So the most common strum pattern is this one. Yeah, so we're looking at love, alone, again, or. Let's look at this hand over here. I'm not swinging from the elbow. It's from the wrist. One other thing I like to point out, if I'm going to be strumming a lot, I will angle my pick a little bit differently. I'll kind of roll back to the softer side. Okay, let's walk it through. F sharp, G, F sharp. So cool. Notice I don't worry about that root note. If there's a bass player, I don't have to worry about the root of that bar. And this is so cool. If you want to know what that spicy intro is, my version of it is as follows. Cool, and then this chord, which is really an E minor 9, just starting on the F sharp. I did hybrid pick it. F sharp minor. And then I just kind of strum it, but you know, it would be that, but it's okay. So that was mid-tempo rock, hitting all the notes of the chord together. There's always a slightly fancier way to do things, so let's move on to mid-tempo rock, where we hit the bass note by itself. We got a capo at the first fret for Oh Yoko. So this has, instead of hitting that C chord, all of them together, let's go ahead and hit the root note by itself though. A very important idea, the idea that you don't have to always hit the whole chord together. Also, let's look at my foot. Other little thing I want to point out, this is swung eighth notes. So as opposed to straight eighths, swung. Okay, so that was mid-tempo rock with a clean one. Let's arpeggiate the whole thing, and that creates a pattern I call Cool Ranch. I don't know why I call that one Cool Ranch. It's just something me and my friends did growing up. But yeah, it's just an arpeggiation of the mid-tempo rock feel. It's that same. But instead, we got that C. Yeah, I guess it's a C add 9. Can you hear that? Same groove. So cool. That's a, very Dear Prudence kind of thing to do, isn't it? Yeah. Walk it down. F, G. All right, now let's move on to some halftime examples. So many songs are this feel. I often call it the Neil Young feel. It's really also, We Will Rock You. Notice how it follows that drum beat. All right, let's look at the chords. It's a really great chord progression. I could do a whole separate channel about the music of Radiohead. I'm kind of sneaking in some of the notes I heard on the piano into the guitar. That's a G. Add 9. I talked about this a couple of weeks ago. That's an A. A sus2, but really it's a minor 9, but I can't get that in time, so I made an A sus2. Yeah, F major 9. That's so great, but just like the other pattern, I could arpeggiate that feel. Let's see what happens then. Another one of the all-time great chord progressions in the world, Whiter Shade of Pale. It's such a great walk down. But if you notice, there's still that accent on 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's look at the chords here. And then it keeps going down. And then a little walk off of a C. And then. Now let's see what happens. I could Neil Young it or do, the standard halftime. It won't be as cool. I don't like it as much. So sometimes you don't want that because, it's like too mutey. So it's nice to have that arpeggiation. so pretty. It's so pretty. Now, because we're playing acoustic today, let's do one more. The train beat, the boom chugga boom. I love Chris Christopherson so much. Okay, so Chris is, to be fair, he's finger picking it. But, you know, the boom chugga boom, the train beat, is one of the important acoustic patterns. So let's make sure we get it clean. Again, that clean bass. So that's the, well, let's do the most basic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we can start to go boom, chugga, boom, chuck, boom, chugga, boom, chuck. Let's look at my foot. That's all it is. Now notice, I snuck in even more. Now the important thing is that it's not, that bass is cleanly separated from the other part of the chord. With that alternating bass, boom, 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 yep. And by the way, this is really, well, it's really a mid-tempo pattern. I think we can hear the in there, but it's just the kind of folky country version of that. And remember, always practice slow so you can pay attention and make corrections, especially with stuff like this. Make sure we got it clean. So cool. Okay, that's all we got to talk about today. Thanks so much to everybody who supports me in all the ways that you do. With the like, subscribe, and share, that stuff costs you nothing, and that helps immensely. One more time, how my business works. Patreon, there's live Q&As, backing tracks, and charts over there, and my big comprehensive deep dive courses. It's all on my website. As Bill and Ted would say, be excellent to each other. If that includes yourself, happy Friday. Eat pizza.